Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Honest Am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, of bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are triggeringly trying to get their shit together. And why can't I just sit still? And I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemist of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and customs in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things. But if it does not stop Charlemagne the God, it will not stop me. Angel number 17 and angel number 27. So let's get into it. I hope this message finds you in great spirits. I am feeling amazing. I am loving these new cards that we have. They are, they are really bringing a different energy to our readings. To me, I feel like I needed this. And I have some iced coffee. I don't know, it's just something about me having an iced coffee that just makes my motherfucking day. So, yes. Make sure you check out the description box below if you ever want to learn more about me, or honestlysis.com, if you ever want to donate to me in my journey in any way. And I didn't even get to say anything, but the two cards that came out is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and you deserve love. You are lovable. Guys, I really truly feel as though God is begging us to take care of our heart chakra, to take care of our relationships, because it's just going to be so important moving forward for us to trust each other, not just in intimate relationships, but also as a community, as a culture, as a society. Like, we really need to get back into trusting and loving each other. And I told y'all, like, God has worked with me on why I about my white prejudice and the way I feel about white people. And he's not asking for us to of course align with people who are trying to harm us. No, God don't fuck with, God don't play that. But he wants us to just know, like, every white person isn't bad. Every white person, is not out to do us harm. But for those white people who are sitting on the sidelines, like, it's just as worse as killing us. It's just as worse as, putting the lynching mob. Like, we need y'all to step up. Like, there's only so much that we can do. And honestly and truthfully, honestly and truthfully, agent number 240, this is not our job. Like, it's not black people's job to solve racism. And that's why God's message to us has been to stay the fuck out of it and to focus on building ourselves up and to build our self-esteem and our societies and all of that stuff. Y'all need to figure that shit out. Like, y'all need to get y'all people in line and tell them to stop, because they're fucking killing the world. They're literally killing the world and killing the planet. Like, and they're killing it's just, hate is multiplied. So y'all need to figure out what the fuck is going on and figure that out. But we're not going to automatically cast y'all out just because you don't have the same skin color as us. But just know, like, either you're with us or you're fucking against us. And you being silent, no. It's time out for that. Pick a fucking side. The card that came out before I could even say anything was Codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. And I feel like I don't feel like codependency is talked a lot about in our community. Angel number 344. A lot of people who think that people have successful relationships, quote unquote, are actually very highly codependent relationships. Like, I was watching The Real Housewives of New York, and Alex, if you watched it, was one of the housewives on there, and she's like, me and my husband, we don't go anywhere without each other. Like, we have to go shopping together. We have to do this. And like, that is codependent. Like, that's not good. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, for me, like, codependency is something that I have to actively dismiss, and I have to be very aware of that. Like, I know that my challenge for my next relationship is for me to go in that relationship as myself, stay myself, and to allow that person to experience and to learn me as a person, and not to, like, enmesh with that person and allow that person need to become before us. Honestly, that's what a lot of older people relationships in the Black community. That's why very random, but and for acrimony, I don't know if who you went to go see it with, but I went to go see it with my moms and and her friends and like women of that age group, and like they was all like, yeah, Taraji was right and blah 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 and he owed her, and I was just like, no the fuck he did not owe her. Like we have to realize like your relationship, like if you're doing things because you want that person to get like these brownie points of loyalty or to earn their love and to earn their respect, that's not love. Like love does not feel that way. Like we don't need to perform for love. Like, and if you are constantly sabotaging parts of yourself, that's not love. If your whole existence is really wrapped up into this one person, and if that person was to leave, you will feel like you losing a limb, that's not love, that's codependency. And so we have to start changing our idea of love, and we have to start challenging what we believe that love is, because we have to understand what society, what the movies, all that shit is not even real. I had to personally realize that one of my favorite childhood movies was Beauty and the Beast. Agent number 617. I don't know about you, but I was one of those kids who had a big ass box of Disney movies, and like whenever my mom was always gone, so it was like if I wasn't reading a book, I was watching a movie. Like, and that ended up forming, along with these fucked up things that my parents was doing to me, because that didn't feel like love to me, and I would watch these movies and that felt like love to me. I created my whole identity and my whole framework of love on these movies and actually on this movie Beauty and the Beast. Like this whole thing about this beast, like he really loved her, even though he made her feel bad and he locked her away and he treated her like shit, but he really loved her, and then at the end of the day everything will be okay. And so I went out into my life and I would get in these relationships with these beasts, with these men who said they loved me but they treated me like shit, and I would just be like, oh, it's okay because in the movies, you know. Like it's silly, but it's like if you don't pay attention to it, you don't realize that the idea, or even your idea of true love, your vision of true love, the way that you love is unhealthy. It's really truly codependency. Where the fuck is the fairy tale where the guy just see her being her fly ass self and he like, damn, I want that, you know, and then they just be fly together? You know, I just feel like God is asking us to challenge and to change the way that we view true love, because true love came out. This is a romance of a lifetime. I feel like a lot of us are leaving codependent relationships, and by us taking that time of healing ourselves and really getting to know ourselves and to recognize the things that we have from our childhood, recognizing how we can be toxic ourselves, then that is going to usher in the divine mate. We have to understand that, you know, whenever I hear women say niggas ain't shit, it's like, really? Really though, sis? You know, like in the other way. And also it's like lately it's like niggas, like, I'm sorry, if that word bothers you, I just talk that way. But guys, I'm trying to be more mindful. But guys, like, I honestly feel like guys are more hurt than women, and like they just don't want to trust. They got hurt one time and like they will not love again, and they just don't like it, or their mama was super strict, super abusive, and they just really don't like women, but they, you know, they want to fuck women. So it's like they get into these relationships and we attach ourselves to these people, but they don't really want to be in a relationship, you know? Anyways, I just feel like God is saying that we need to heal our definition of love. We need to heal what we believe that true love is. And if you really want to have true love, then you have to heal these codependency issues. You have to heal these addictions. It says addictions are affecting your love life. And so it's like, maybe you're addicted to having sex, and like, because you don't want to. Also, let me say this. I thank you, God, because I knew that was going to come out. Engine number 935. I used to equate having sex to mean that a person loves me. And like, you know, if he's having sex with me, that means he really cares. I don't know where my mind got that. Like, if you're fucking me, then you love me. I don't know where I got that from. But I have, you know, I'm a true crime junkie. And like, there is so many cases where a dude or a woman would have sex with somebody and then turn around and kill them. No lie. The Jodi Arias thing, the neighbor next door, it was another one. But it's like they will use, so it's like this idea that this person is fucking you, that means that he care about you. No, it's not. That does not mean anything. It just means he want to have sex with you. And so I don't know who I'm saying this for, but just because they're having sex with you, it don't mean they really care about you. It's just sex. And if that's the way that you view love or how you value yourself, you got to heal that within yourself. And I speak from experience, boo. I held on to some toxic penis for 2 years because I couldn't let the sex go. And not even because the sex was so amazing. It's just because I could not let the codependency of it. That fear of being alone, the fear of being like, damn, like I don't want to be by myself. But God knows that. God really knows your heart. God knows what you really want at the end of the day. You have to trust that he's going to deliver it to you. So stop having sex with people just to have sex with people. For what? Like, why just take on people energy to take on people energy? It's not that serious. Go get some toys. I'm about to go find some toys. It's just not that serious. And honestly, that you can get yourself in a situation. Oh, there you go. That football player. He was having sex. He had a threesome with a girl and then went back and kept trying to have sex with her. And his wife came to bust in and he jumped and he caught himself trying to, you know, hide from her and end up falling to his death. Like, God is saying, sex is not worth your life. We got to stop making it so like, oh, I'm just fucking him. No, you're not just fucking him, girl. You in love with that nigga, and you think by you fucking him and giving him this free reign to come in and out, that eventually one day he gonna wake up and realize, you know what? I need this bitch. But no, girl, that's not gonna happen. He just gonna keep coming in and out of your life. You set the standards on how people treat you. You have to decide what you believe is true for yourself. Do you want codependency or do you want true love? Do you want the shit that you really, do you want the shit that you see in the, and this is the thing, the stuff that you see in the movies, is your life is going to be better than the movies because it's real, because it's actually your real life. It's not, you don't have to turn it off. You wake up in it every day. And so sometimes I tell myself, I write to myself, I want to have a love that makes movies and fairy tales and romance novels jealous because it's real, because it's something that I'm in and I'm living and breathing every single fucking day. You set the tone by what you accept and by what you allow. Last message, forgive and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. That's why God's saying all of this is a learning experience. It's no need, angel number 1323, for you to feel so mad that it didn't work out. So what? It happened for you to have this moment of realization of, hey, oh, I don't want to be codependent. Hey, I don't want to have that sometimes love. I want something that is consistent and that is steady. Something that I can count on. Somebody that I can rely on. Forgive. And forgive yourself because you're learning how to love. You're learning how to be a human. Also, the best thing for you is to know what you don't want so that you can get what you do want. Angel number 14. So stop beating yourself up because it didn't work out. So the fuck what? It wasn't meant to work out. And stop staying there having sex because you think it's going to eventually work out. It don't. It don't, boo. Look at Wendy. It don't. It don't. Listen to the red flags, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to be the same shit that is the same reason why y'all broke up in the first place. But literally the first 2 years I knew this guy, me and him, we kept doing this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you know what that ended up being the pattern of our relationship? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You have to decide for yourself. What do you want? How do you want to live? Forgive and learn from your past. All right. No, thank you. You like, what it say? Dang, angel number 1505. It says, someone from your past is returning to your life. This is what I'm going to say. If somebody from your past is returning to your life, whether it is a recent ex or older ex, whatever it is, the thing is, the question that you have to ask yourself, because remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde, what type of love do you want to have? Does this person resemble a codependent relationship, or does this person resemble true love? Does this person represent your past, or does this person represent where you're trying to go? You got to make the choice. Are you going to release, or are you going to continue to keep going down the same path? Because just like Dr. Maya Angelou said, when you know better, you do better. And so this person can come back, angel number 1606, but if it's the person coming back is just going to keep doing the same shit over and over, then how are you ever going to learn and move on? So you got to make the choice. Is this person healed? Is this person in alignment with where I'm trying to go? Yes or no? All right, God. Final message. Clarify this message of codependency, true love, forgiving and learning, and reconciliation. God, what do you want us to understand? Like, what's coming to us? How can we heal these toxic relationships? How can we make the right choice? How can we override our default setting and override our childhood trauma to get the true love that is meant for us, God? How can we reconcile with that childish side of us that believes in love and romance? How can we forgive the past so that we can experience more love now? God, give us one message. Allow no room for doubt or confusion. All right, last message. The Inquirer. Angel number 1722. And I saw that coming. I didn't know if it was going to come back up, but it sure did. All right. You are open to the new meaning in life. Inquirer breaks open the certainty and creates space for that which has not been thought of, imagined, or questioned. Inquirer brings forth truth without answering, but rather by asking over and over, what is it? Explain to me what you want me. What is it you are trying to Inquirer. I need to look that word up, y'all. I'm sorry. I need to know if I'm saying it right. Inquirer. Why it don't sound right? I'm going to start over. And I'm also not going to interrupt. Because I was listening to the videos and I'm like, girl, be quiet. Angel number 1822. Okay, hold on.
Inquirer.
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 Inquirer. Yeah, I said it right. All right. The Inquirer. You are open to new meaning in life. Inquirer breaks open the certainty and creates space for that which has not been thought of, imagined, or questioned. Inquirer brings forth truth without answering, rather by asking over and over, what is it? Explain to me what you mean. What is it you are trying to say? Who are you? Who am I? Where? How? Why? As an inquirer, you see discovery as the way to walk through life. You believe that when one stops asking, then there is some truth still left to unfold. Your inquiries are not just empty questions, but rather questions that tend to open people's minds to other ways of thinking, more questions, and more discoveries. You challenge the status quo. Without questions, you lose interest in life and find it routine and boring. To you, there is no fact. Everything must be explored or examined. You keep things open-ended, making a space for people to grow and create right before your eyes. Your waking path becomes clear when you are willing to let go of old information about someone or something. You love new experiences. The Inquirer reminds us that it is the question, not the answers, from which wisdom emerge. Questioning is connected to wisdom. You, Inquirer, are a seeker of wisdom. Whatever you unearth in your act of questioning could be what is needed for our clarity. Your inquiries are far from doubt or playing a game of challenge, but rather existing in the realm of mystery and exploration. At times it may appear that the Inquirer is questioning the authority of someone, but in fact you are helping us to reach the truth of the matter. If your questions do not get you in trouble first. As a result of your questioning nature, even though you tend to ask some provocative questions, you can irritate others. As Inquirer, you can be perceived as naive, and your ignorance, real or imagined, can cause tensions between you and others. Folks must examine or explore their own feelings and thinking in order to be in relationship with you. Most people do not like the challenge, so you may find yourself in debates or sword fighting with words. An air of defensiveness can arise. People can get caught up in the language you use. You say, what? I only asked a question. On a sleeping path, your questions can be loaded with feelings and emotions. The impact of your inquiries can cause someone to say, I don't want to go there. Communication can be shut down at this point. Your soul begins the slow process of shutting down as well. You begin the sleeping path with disclosure, and your questions can turn to sarcasm or words that harm others. Being the inquirer that you are, try releasing the expectation that everyone will engage with you. Not everyone wants to explore life. If you let go of controlling the dialogue and allow the questions to flow, you'll have meaningful conversation as opposed to debates. Be cautious of hiding feelings of being unintelligent by your questioning. Watch to see if you are attempting to show that you are knowledgeable. The feeling of not being intelligent enough can stem from childhood memories of not feeling intelligent. As a child, your unique way of thinking or your unique culture experience of life may have been ignored. On the other hand, your family perception of your mental capabilities may also have had a negative impact of your being an inquirer. Questioning can also be a cover-up for expressing your truth. You may not have a question as much as you want to express your feelings or emotions. Be clear. Be honest with your inquiries. What is it that you are really asking? Or what is it that you want to say? Clarity will help the confusion you might feel and reduce the agnostic feelings around you. Recognize that in Inquirer, your soul is seeking meaning in life. Learn to express your feelings more. Make sure your soul is speaking through the inquiries, and by all means, keep asking questions. Angel number 23. And so I feel like this card came out because I feel like for some reason I was getting it says getting to know each other very soon. Woo, somebody is about to have a love connection very soon. And I feel like what God is saying is that don't hide who you are. I feel like that's how a lot of us get in trouble. We get into relationships with people. And I don't know if you've done it, but I definitely have been guilty of it. But we get in relationships with people and we put on our best face and we act a certain way and we do these things to make this person fall in love with us. And then once this person fall in love with us, after a while, you get tired of hiding that mask and doing that act, and then that's when the shit starts. That's when y'all both learn each other, and either it works or it don't work. And I feel like what God is saying, in order to get that true love, in order to not have that codependency, in order to really truly learn from your past, show up in this next connection, whoever you meet, whatever person comes across your path, as your true self. Don't hide who you are. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to, don't hide yourself. And I also feel like some of you guys are in connections with people and you can't be your true self. You can't have the conversations that you want to have because you're triggering that person, or that person don't want to open up to you that way. You have to ask yourself, is that the type of relationship that I want? Is that what I feel is true love? if you have to hide yourself or if you can't express yourself, then again, that's not a relationship of quality. That's a relationship of codependency. And so I feel like this message is coming about for God to say that we need to start asking the tough questions. We need not to be afraid to be on day one to be like, look, nigga, do you believe in God? You know, do you believe in God? Do you want to have kids? Like, and before I used to feel like maybe that was silly, but I really feel like God is saying we need to date with purpose and we need to date with intentions. And I'm not saying to force anything by any means, like allow conversations to flow naturally, but also allow yourself to show up naturally and to be yourself. In that way, that will get you closer to the love that is truly meant for you. Okay. All right, y'all. Angel number 2525. That is all the messages I have for you. If you made it to the end of this message, please give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe so you will never miss out. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever, ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Namaste. See you guys soon. Bye. Oh, I love these readings. Bye.